The Dark Truth About Being Misunderstood by Carl Jung. Most people spend years trying to explain themselves to people who already decided who they are. They think that if they use better words, people will finally understand them. But Carl Jung believes something different. He believes people rarely see you as you really are. They see the version of you that exists in their mind. And once you understand that, everything changes because you realize many people are not reacting to you, they are reacting to their idea of you. You know, the role people give you. Every family, friend group, in the workplace gives you playing and people roles. Maybe you're the quiet one, maybe you're the funny one, maybe you're the responsible one. Maybe you're the person everyone comes to for help. At first you might not notice it, but over time people start expecting you to stay that way, and the problem begins when you change. The quiet person becomes confident. The people pleaser starts to say no. The insecure person starts believing in themselves. The person who always explained themselves finally becomes silent. Then people start acting different, not because you became worse, because you stopped being the version of you they were comfortable with. People like when you are predictable. They like knowing where to place you. But when you grow, you become harder to control. And sometimes the people who benefit from the old version of you are the first ones to get uncomfortable when you change. People do not always see you clearly. Carl Jung believed people project their own fears, pain, and insecurity on others. That means many people are not really seeing you, they are seeing their own thoughts through you. One person sees confidence, another person sees arrogance, one person sees ambitions, another person sees selfishness, one person sees silence, and another person sees weakness. This is why you can do something with a good heart and someone will still take it the wrong way. You can be kind and someone sees as You can be kind and someone sees it as a weakness. You can be quiet and someone thinks you are scared. You can set boundaries and someone calls you selfish. And the truth is, people's opinions often say more about them than they say about you. And once you understand that, you stop trying so hard to explain yourself to everyone because some people are not misunderstanding you by accident. Some people are only able to see you from the level of their own mind. The mask we wear. To survive in society, most people create a mask. Jung called this the persona. It is the version of yourself you show the world. At first, the mask helps you fit in, it helps you be accepted, and it helps avoid conflict. But over time, the mask can become a prison. If everyone knows you as a nice person, you can feel guilty when you show anger. If everyone knows you as a strong person, you hide your pain. If everyone knows you as a smart person, you become afraid to make mistakes. If everyone knows you as a funny person, you hide when you are hurting. Slowly, people stop knowing the real you. They only know the version you perform. And this is why so many people feel alone when they are surrounded by others because they are being seen but not truly known. Why approval can destroy you. Many people spend their whole life chasing approval. They change their personality depending on who they are around. Different laughs, different voices, opinions, and energy. They become whatever the room wants them to be. And little by little, they stop asking, who am I? They start asking, who do I need to be so people like me? This is where self betrayal begins. It usually does not feel dramatic, it feels small. You stay quiet when something bothers you, you laugh when something is not funny, you hide your goals because other people might judge you, you act like you are okay when you are not, and after years of doing that, you wake up feeling empty. Not because you lost yourself at once, but because you gave yourself away piece by piece. Why growth feels lonely. Growth can feel lonely. Not because you are doing something wrong, but because growth changes relationships. Some people only like the version of you they are comfortable with. The version that always listened, the version that always apologized, the version that always needed approval, the version that always stayed small. So when you became stronger, some people pulled away. When you became confident, some people called you arrogant. When you set boundaries, some people say you changed. And they are right. You did change, but not in a bad way. You just stopped abandoning yourself to keep them comfortable. This is why growth can feel like loss at first. You are not only losing people, you are losing the old identity that keeps those relationships alive. And sometimes that is necessary. The power of silence. One of the most powerful things you can learn is that not every misunderstanding needs to be fixed. Some people truly want to understand you. Others only want to argue with the version of you they created in their mind, and no amount of explaining will change that. There comes a point where you stop defending every decision, you stop correcting every opinion, you stop begging for people to see your heart. Not because you are cold, but because you finally understand that your value does not depend on someone else's perception. Silence becomes powerful when it comes from self respect. It means you no longer need to prove yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You can let them think what they want, you can let them create their own story, you can let them be wrong and still keep moving. Becoming who you really are. Carl Jung believed one of the greatest things a person can do is become who they truly are. But becoming yourself comes with a price. Some people will not understand you, some people will leave, and some people will prefer the old version of you. Let them. Because real freedom begins when you stop betraying yourself to make other people comfortable. You do not need anyone to understand you. You do not need everyone to approve of you. You do not need everyone to see your heart. You only need the courage to understand yourself. And once you have that, other people's opinions loses their power. This is where growth begins. Not when everyone finally sees you correctly, but when you stop needing them to. And if you guys want to learn more information, go ahead and go to suityou.org. We have over 1,000 ebooks, video courses, audio courses about every single subject to change your life as a man. We have things about money and business, AI technology, mindset and communication, even dating and confidence vault. Every single thing. You can access everything on the website for just $5 a month. I have the link down in the description. Go ahead and check it out. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.